Alright guys, I am back, and today we're looking at a TT Artisan's lens. This is the 100mm f2.8. So this is a very unique specialty lens is what I call it. You're getting the lens like this for the character, and that character is bubble bokeh. So with bubble bokeh, it kind of explains itself. You're getting really round bokeh balls with this TT Artisan's lens. This lens is based off the vintage Meyer optic lens, but TT Artisan's decided that they're gonna bring back the lens and put it in a updated body. A body that you don't have to worry about having fungus, you don't have to worry about being completely worn out, you don't have to worry about trying to restore, because TT Artisan's just went ahead and said, hey, we're gonna put it in a modern body and sell it at a very affordable price. So with a lens like this, you're not getting this lens for sharpness. You're not getting it for optical perfection. You're getting this lens because you want the character. You know, it's similar to the Helios lens that is still very popular. You want these kind of lenses because you want the unique character they offer. So let's talk about the build quality. Build quality is, it's really good. It's made out of really good materials. It's hefty. It just feels really well balanced. The aperture ring, it is clicked. So you can hear that. You can hear the clicks. I kind of wish it were able to declick, because I had an idea where I want to do a aperture rack, henceforth doing a bokeh rack to kind of show you the effects of the bokeh as you stop down. But since it's clicked, you can't really do an aperture rack. You can, but it's going to be like a step rack. And also it's M42 mount, which is great. That means that you can mount it to any mirrorless mount. Also, you can also mount it to EF mount, which is what I did here with this EF adapter. Just like that. And then you can, if you have an EF adapter to your mirrorless camera, you can just mount this onto that, which is cool because I have a speed booster for my Micro Four Thirds lenses, so I can speed boost this onto a Micro Four Thirds camera. You know, enough about the build quality. It's built really well. You can't really complain at the price. It feels really nice and solid in the hands. So let's go ahead and look at some photos and some videos and just see what we're working with. Okay, so you can see the photos and the videos. It's not a lens that offers exceptional sharpness, especially when it's wide open. Shooting wide open, it can be hard to find your focus, just because even when your subject's in focus, they're not the sharpest, which is an issue. In order to get more sharp images, you have to stop down to the usual f4, f5.6. But if you do that, you start to lose out on the bokeh, the soap bubble bokeh characteristics, which is why you get this lens. So it really is a lot of compromising you got to do if you want that soap bubble bokeh. You're going to have to deal with pretty soft images, even when your subject is in focus. Shoot wide open if you want that bubble bokeh, but if you want sharpness, stop down, but you're going to lose that bubble bokeh. For me, I'm like, just, you're getting this for the bubble bokeh. It's okay if your image is kind of soft. That just means you got character. And that's what character is all about. You're going to get softer images, but you're going to get a unique look. Another thing about this lens, and like the Helios lens and any of these vintage lenses that offer that unique type of bokeh, is, this is my opinion, but you really should be using these lenses outdoors where you got nature as your backdrop. When I see people use these lenses indoors and like studio settings, it takes away the strengths of these kind of lenses. These lenses, you really do need, foliage, branches, twigs, leaves in the background in order to really get the character out of lenses like these, where you got the sun piercing through, so you can really get a lot of those circular soap bokeh. This is what I call an outdoor specialty portrait lens. There's no point in using these lenses indoors, just because like you're trying to use these in a studio. It's kind of pointless. Just get yourself a modern lens if you're going to be shooting things in a studio. And being that's an M42 mount, if you ever have multiple mirrorless mounts or you want to move on to a new mirrorless mount, well, this can travel with you. All right, so that's kind of all I have to say about this lens. You got to know what you're getting into if you're getting a lens like this. If you just want, your basic lens that's sharp and getting you clean images, this isn't what you're looking for. If you want character-driven outdoor portrait lenses, it's a good option. It's a good choice. So that's all there's to say about that lens. There's a lot to offer. Like I said, know what you're getting yourself into. And that's that. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section. Do as well. Thanks for checking this out, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.